What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugai, man, coming at y'all with another live, yo. A lot going on in the sports world, man. For example, man, my Atlanta Braves got a huge game 5 tomorrow with the St. Louis Cardinals. Felt like we could have took game 4, man, but unfortunately we dropped it, man. Very, very tough loss. So we got a game 5 tomorrow, man. Winner take all. Mike Fulton Evans on the mound versus Jake Flaherty. The LSU Tigers, huge showdown with the Florida Gators Saturday night in Death Valley. Lord willing, I'll be there. It's gonna be just an electric atmosphere, man. Saturday night in Death Valley is always something special, especially when you got the hated Florida Gators coming to town. So that's a big deal. Then Philadelphia Eagles are on the road now. Dallas Cowboys lost 2 in a row. Well, like I told them they would. Um, so the Eagles got the Minnesota Vikings, man, in Minneapolis this Sunday. Back to the site of, the Super Bowl championship. Um, so that's a big game, man. Trying to keep pace ahead of the huge showdown next week with the Dallas Cowboys, man. And of course, you got other MLB series going on, other big college football games going on. You got Texas and Oklahoma. You got you got Alabama and A&M. And in the NFL, man, another week of some big matchups also, yo. What's up, sir? Natty 27. Appreciate you tuning into the live. I'll be watching that LSU game for sure, man. That is gonna be a big one. Like, that's a big game, man. By far the best defense that LSU is gonna face up to this point so far this season, man. Like I said, Lord willing, I'll be there. But if not, man, I'll definitely, be tuned in. What's up, Malik Baker, man? Appreciate you tuning into the live. The Cowgirls suck. Yeah, man, that's funny how it's so funny how you could see something coming and you try to warn people about it, but they just like, no, that's not how it is. I told Dallas they ain't play nobody, man. Like, y'all had the easiest, y'all in like the Patriots probably, only had an easier schedule. Y'all got like the easiest opening 3 games, man, probably in NFL history. You playing a New York Giants team with Eli, a Redskins team that's 0-5, just fired their coach, and a Miami Dolphins team that's tanking. You play the Saints, you play Green Bay, you lost 2. So it's like I try to warn them, man, but they don't want to listen to me. They feel like they know it all, yo. What's up, Brandon Reese, man? Appreciate you tuning into the live. If LSU wins Saturday night, where should they be ranked? I say at least 2. Uh, I definitely it's crazy. I definitely think that if they do win Saturday, especially in convincing fashion, I think LSU gonna win this game by 14, honestly. Um I mean, yeah, you could arguably say 2, yo. But you know how the AP is, man. They got their agendas, they got their favorites. Honestly, I don't think Clemson so far has looked like the number 2 team in the country, but they up that base off of reputation. Um, the Ohio State, I guess you could say they look good. Georgia had, a nice win against Notre Dame. So I don't know, man. I really don't. I love to be up there, but at the end of the day, the real rankings matter when that college football playoff ranking come out because all of the agendas are gone. It's basically off of a bunch of people getting together and calling it like they see it. You know, so that's the rankings I'm really waiting for. But nevertheless, we do. Everybody will be watching, so we do got to go out there and put on a get the win most importantly, but actually put on a nice show. But but all was close games though. Yeah, but like that's just how it is, man. They got their agendas, man. I didn't understand when they put Ohio State ahead of LSU, but I mean, they look great beating 9 ranked teams, I guess. So they put Ohio State. They even tied them with Georgia. Georgia beat a top 10 Notre Dame team, but because Ohio State keep blowing out these Big Ten teams who ain't even good. They keep moving them up. So I mean, it is what it is, yo. What's up, Patricia Wellborn? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Predictions on Game 4. You talking about the Astros and the Rays? For them, I think the Astros close it out. Verlander on the mound. But for us, Game 5. I really wish we took Game 4. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking about that all morning this morning, man. Like, man, we really we lose tomorrow. This thing is over. Like, we all love this team, man. How fun of a ride it was this season. We lose tomorrow and that's it. Like 162 games. NL East champs is over. But I trust Forte in this spot. I like the fact that it's crazy because I'm starting to lose faith. Obviously, we all lost faith in Turan already. I'm starting to lose faith in Keiko, yo. I know he gets a lot of ground balls, but I feel like he's too dependent on that. I need a pitcher that's capable of going up there and striking people out, and that's not what Keiko does. So I'm glad Forte is actually the guy that I actually trust with the ball in his hand in this situation. He's pitched great, especially against other teams' aces so far. So I'm very critical of Freddie Freeman right now. I think he better step up. Like, I think he needs to step up. Like, I know his elbow is probably hurting, but I can't give you that excuse, man. You out there. So if you that hurt that bad, sit down and let somebody healthy go out there. So but I think we do it. I think we pull it off. I just feel like this season was too special to end in the first round. I see your point if the Cowboys lost big, but there were a few plays that could have had the chance against the games, but a loss is a loss. They was down 31-3 to Green Bay. Now the Saints game, okay, that was nip and tuck, that was back and forth. They was down 31-3 to Green Bay without Davante Adams. Like, that's not a good look, yo. I mean, people was making fun of the Eagles. The Eagles have lost close games. Aguilar make the catch against Atlanta. Whiteside make the catch against Detroit. Maybe we 5-0, but hey, we not. But those are close games that came down to the wire. Dallas fans trying to make us think the game was close because Green Bay basically took their foot off the accelerator and Dallas got a couple of garbage time touchdowns. But if you watch that game, Green Bay completely dominated Dallas in their stadium without their top wide receiver. So I mean, we're going to see. And then Sam Darnold is playing Sunday. I'm not predicting the Jets to upset Dallas, but Dallas better be careful because I'm going to say this about the Jets, man. We just played them Sunday. The Jets got a really good defense. Like, the Jets could really play defense. The problem with them is with Luke Falk out there, their offense is just absolutely atrocious, and they don't move the ball at all. So over the long haul of the game, the defense just basically throws in the white flag. But if you got Darnold out there and he could move the ball, he could at least throw a pass like an NFL quarterback, unlike Luke Falk. And if they could establish a run game with Le'Veon Bell, and they at home, they hungry for a win. The Jets play good defense. Man, this game could be closer than people think, yo. I heard Freddie speak after yesterday's game, and he said no issues with elbow, so he better step up. I agree, he better step up, yo. Like, I was very disappointed in Freddie Freeman yesterday for the simple fact that, rightfully, Acuna was wrong for not hustling game 1, for not getting the double. He was wrong for that. But Freddie Freeman was more outspoken against Acuna in the media than most players would be against a teammate in the media. He didn't hold nothing back, and I respected him for that. But ever since then, man, Acuna has been out there lighting it up. You've been out there like yesterday. You gotta bring Acuna in from third, yo. When we got Ozzie, it's unfortunate, but Ozzie hit the ball hard. Unfortunately, he hit it at the second baseman so hard that Acuna couldn't score. But Freeman, all you gotta do is go up there and hit the ball to the right side, yo. And you strike out. Like, that was bad. So I have faith that he's the type of player that whenever things are against him and people are critical of him and it's a huge spot at home, I believe he could step up. So, we're going to see. But I believe in Freddie, but he got to play better. What's up, Richard Hall? Yo, appreciate you tuning into the live. What's up, Mr. D? What you think about states passing bills to pay college athletes? I think it's about time that these athletes are able to earn money off of their own name. Now I don't think necessarily that they should get, a whole check, like getting paid like it's an actual, job. But what I do think that is, if especially if you're such a big time player, or even if you're not a big time player, but you part of a big time team, or just part of a team in a community, if you go out there and you want to, like, take pictures with people, or you want to make guest appearances and people want to give you money for that, or if agents want to pay you because you going into the league or whatever the case may be, I believe these young men and these young women should be able to make money. I mean, the NCAA is making billions of dollars, so I definitely agree that athletes should be able to be compensated. Like I said, I don't think it should be like a check like a professional athlete, because you're not quite professionals yet, but you should be compensated for all the money you're generating for those universities. What's up, Sparky Dog TV? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Who do you think is going to win, LSU or Florida? I got LSU. I think LSU is going to win this game 34-20. I know Florida has a great defense, especially in the back end. They got a really, really, really talented secondary. I like CJ Henderson a lot at corner. I know they could get after the passer a little bit too. I know Piron is a good running back. I know they got some fast receivers, but their quarterback is banged up. Like, Trask is not 100% healthy. Not only that, considering the fact he's going on the road to Death Valley in a Saturday night game. Trask ain't never seen nothing like that his whole life, like he about to see Saturday night. LSU hates Florida. People don't really talk about the rivalry, but this is LSU Florida in football is a real rivalry. Like, these two teams do not like each other. And I think the defense is going to play well. It's going to play better than it's been playing. And I think offensively, not granted, I don't think we put up 50, but I just think at home, I don't think people talk about LSU hasn't seen a defense like Florida. Florida hasn't seen an offense like LSU. I watched that Miami game. Miami was moving the ball on them a little bit. Auburn, they ain't moving that well, but the freshman quarterback on the road. But I think Florida is in for a rude awakening also, and I think Jambalaya Joe Burrow will have another Heisman type moment. I think LSU wins this game 30 by 2 touchdowns, yo. Let's see. Besides LSU versus Florida, what other college game are you looking forward to watching this Saturday? I think Oklahoma Texas is a very, very intriguing matchup. I'm kind of torn in that matchup also, because on one hand, for LSU, Texas winning that game and going on winning the Big 12, which obviously they would play again in the Big 12 championship, but Texas winning this game would obviously make LSU's resume even stronger. But I like Jalen Hurts, yo. I like Jalen Hurts' story. I like the fact that he's not at Alabama anymore. So I could actually really, really, really root for him. I want to see Jalen Hurts do well, so I'm kind of torn between that game, but that's the game, because I think Alabama, Texas, I think CBS, which I think CBS, because it allowed LSU Florida to be a night game, but I think CBS really dropped the ball by putting Alabama A&M as like they prime 2:30 slot, because Alabama is going to kill them. Like, Alabama is going to destroy Texas A&M. I don't think that's much of a matchup, to be honest with you. I mean, this Texas A&M team barely beat a terrible Arkansas team. Now, you coming in with a hot Alabama offense, like, nah. So I'm gonna say, besides LSU, Florida, Oklahoma, Texas, to me is like a very, very, very intriguing matchup. I haven't watched the MLB playoffs since my Cubs didn't make it, but I'll watch the World Series when it starts. Yeah, it would be nice if the Braves get there, yo. Tomorrow, what would be perfect tomorrow would be not only the Braves beating the Cardinals, but man, if the Nationals could mess around and beat the Dodgers, man. Like, wouldn't that be something? And let me tell you, it's very possible. With Steven Strasburg on the mound, it's very possible, yo. The Dodgers ain't been tested like that, in the NLDS, in a while. What's up, SNRLRY, the Killer Cat? Appreciate you tuning into the live. I'm so ready for LSU versus Florida. I'm a Gators fan, but I have a huge respect for how good LSU, and I am so happy for the game on Saturday. And good luck to both teams. Hey, I'm with you, yo. I got respect for Florida too, man. I got a lot of respect for Florida. That was a big win Florida got over Auburn last Saturday. I love, like I've been saying to people on my lives for the longest, I absolutely think Dan Mullen is a great coach. I think Dan Mullen is a great coach. I think Ty Grantham is a really, really good defensive coordinator. And they got LSU the last 2 years, yo. They last year at Mississippi State and they first year at Florida. They got the best of LSU. So yeah, it's gonna be a good game, gonna be a good atmosphere. It's one of the most underrated rivalries in college football. You hear about the other big rivalries, but I think in the SEC, this LSU Florida is a very, very underrated rivalry, yo. And may the best team win. I mean, obviously I'm an LSU fan, so I'm pulling for LSU. I honestly do think LSU will win this game, but Florida is a good opponent. It's a very, very quality opponent, yo. Oh man, what's up, Sports Live in the ATL, man? I greatly, greatly appreciate you, man, for the super chat, man. I'm so damn nervous, but one game, do or die, SunTrust will be lit. Let's get it done. Go Braves. Yeah, man. I'm nervous too, yo. I'm nervous too, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm scared. The fact, like I was saying, the fact that to know one game and it's over, like makes me like tonight I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight thinking about this game. But I think the fact that Fote is on the mound, I trust Fote in this position more than any other starter we have in this spot at home going up against another team's ace. I really, as critical as I am of Freddie Freeman, I really do think Freddie Freeman is going to step up and make something happen in this game. So I think we pull it out, but man, I'm nervous. I'm nervous too, yo. I'm very, very nervous also, yo. Let's see. What's up, Channing Morrell? Appreciate you tuning into the live. What's up, man? I've been worried about tomorrow's game 5 against the Cardinals because we're 0-3 in game 5 division series. And I'll be the same tomorrow. Oh man, I wish you didn't tell me that stat, man. I wish you didn't tell me that stat. I'm nervous too, yo. I got up today and I was just a little frustrated. And I'm like, man, we really should have won that game yesterday. Like, my gut tells me, man, we should have won. We should have done it yesterday. I'm nervous now, but I'll really be a nervous wreck tomorrow. Especially tomorrow, yo. I'm actually gonna be going to a football game at Louisiana Lafayette. The Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns will be playing Appalachian State in a big Sun Belt game, and when me and my dad got invited to that game, so I'm actually going to go to that game. The start of that game is actually going to be at the end of the Braves Cardinals game. But I will have my phone. I will be watching the game live while I'm at the football game. The video I do tomorrow, win or lose, it's gonna be a little later. So but y'all stay tuned for that. So I'm gonna have to get it after I come back from the game later that evening. But yeah, I am extremely nervous about this game also, yo. I am not gonna lie to you. I feel like we gonna win, but I hope I want to score first. I want us to score first. If the Cardinals jump on us first, I will really, really be nervous that we start pressing and start trying to do too much, yo. What's up, Brian Dennis Stadium? Appreciate you tuning into the live. I've been good, yo. How about yourself? What's up, Avery Ave Miles? Appreciate you tuning into the live. What's wrong with my Braves, man? Think we're gonna pull it out and win this series? I sure hope so. We got a hit with runners in scoring position, yo. Yesterday, after Freddie Freeman, was it the seventh or the eighth inning, when Acuna got that lead off sun triple, and Ozzie hit it hard to the second baseman away, Acuna couldn't advance. I was like, but I'm like, all right, Freddie, this is the time Freddie been slumping. Freddie gonna hit it in the outfield. He gonna bring Acuna in. We gonna have insurance. Like, we good. We could even have a big inning. And when Freddie struck out, like, I just did not feel good the rest of the game. Like, when he struck out, I'm like, wow, we really gonna blow this thing. And we did, but like I mentioned, I'm extremely nervous for tomorrow. This is probably the most nervous I've ever been for like a baseball game. But with Folty on the mound, we at home. We had too great of a season. The Cardinals, respect to them, they had a good season, but it took them the last game of the season to clinch their division. The Braves, we have since like the middle of May, the Braves have been absolutely special all season. I love this team, man. I love, with Acuna, with Ozzie, Swanson back hitting at the addition of Donaldson, the story of Folty coming back, Duvall. I feel like Freddie gonna have a big game tomorrow. I just can't see this season ending in this round. Now, NLCS, okay, maybe if it's the Dodgers or whatever, but I can't see us going out like that, man. I really can't. I will be devastated if we lose tomorrow because in my heart, I believe the Braves are the better team. The Braves are better. Now, granted, Flaherty out there for them gonna make them a little more formidable, obviously. And we gotta handle business, yo. We gotta Folty gotta come out in that first inning, get a 1-2-3 inning, and we gotta go. Acuna gotta get it started. We gotta score in that bottom of the first to just relax the team, to let the team understand that, hey, we do this. Like, we a good team, yo. We supposed to get past this series. And hopefully after that, like kind of like the mindset they had, when we played the Sanford. Now, granted, the Cardinals are a much better team, obviously. But the mindset we had when we played the San Francisco Giants, the night we clinched the division, how we just came out in a business-like attitude. Okay, we know we got champagne in the locker room. We know if we win this game, we win the division. We at home, the crowd gonna be rocking. Let's handle business. If they come out with, and ironically, Folty was on the mound for that game also. So I like the fact that if Keuchel was pitching or Teran or somebody, I would have been nervous. But the fact that it's Folty, I think Folty get it done, and I think the offense finally wake up tomorrow. Who do you think is more on the hot seat, Jason Garrett or Dan Quinn? That's a great question. I'm gonna say Dan Quinn because I think it's more realistic that he would actually get fired. Jason Garrett I feel like the man should have got fired years ago, to be honest with you. But Jerry Jones love him. He's a Jerry Jones puppet. So I don't really think unless that team just completely falls flat on their face, I don't really think Jerry Jones will fire him. So I think Dan Quinn is really on the high seat because this Atlanta Falcons team was expected to have a really good season. And Dan Quinn took over the defense, and you just gave up 53 points to, granted, Deshaun Watson is a very, very good quarterback, but you gave up 53 points to a Houston team that just didn't really score the week before against Carolina. So out of those two, I'll say Dan Quinn's seat is a little higher. We really need this win because if we don't win this game 5, it's really going to hurt this team's confidence going into next season. I agree, and not only that, we got some decisions to make. Josh Donaldson is a free agent. That's a big decision we got to make. Do we bring him back for another year or two? Or do we go ahead with Austin Riley because he's going to be he's apparently our future third baseman. So, Dallas Keuchel, do we bring him back? Or do we go after like a Madison Bumgarner or hopefully like get a Garrett Cole or somebody like that? It's a lot of questions for this team if we drop this game. Then it's like, what do you do? Like, I just feel we got to win this game, yo. I think we do, though. I think we do, but I am extremely nervous. Besides Lincoln Riley, what other coach? Oh, snap. Hold on. All right. Besides Lincoln Riley, what other coaches may be on the NFL radar? Great question. Obviously Lincoln Riley is the number one guy out there. Um, a couple of guys under the radar guys. I think Chris Richard, the D coordinator or co-D coordinator, whatever he is for the Dallas Cowboys. I think he's a guy that's could potentially get a head coaching job. Um, I also look at they're really the two main guys. But also, you got the guy, the Kansas City Chiefs offensive coordinator. Oh gosh, I can't remember his name, but I think he has a chance to get a head coaching job. I think those are like the three main guys right now that NFL teams will look after, for as far as getting a head coaching job. And if the 49ers continue to play the way they play, especially defensively, I think the San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator, could be a hot candidate for a team next season. So I think those are really the main guys you gotta worry about. What's up, Donovan Robinson? Appreciate you tuning into the live. How do you see our wide receivers matching up against Florida secondary? That is a big time matchup, and that is the must see matchup of the game, yo. I think we're gonna hold our own. Now, granted, it's not gonna be as easy as it was the last few games, all the games this season, because Florida got very, very good. Got a very, very good secondary, especially some really good cornerbacks. But I think LSU got some very good wide receivers also, and I think Jambalaya Joe has shown that he's very precise in passing the football. So if as long as the offensive line do their job, give Jambalaya Joe enough time to go through his progressions and throw the football, I definitely think that our wide receivers are going to do pretty good against those Florida DBs. Especially at home. What's up, Davis 44? Appreciate you tuning into the live. What would you think of an Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady in the Super Bowl? Um, Obviously that's a Super Bowl that people been wanting for a very long time. And for some reason, it just never happened, yo. Aaron Rodgers versus Brady or a Drew Brees versus Brady Super Bowl is something that a lot of people, is kind of surprising that we've never seen. Um, I think it would obviously be pretty cool to see them go at each other. Um, but I think, it would be as entertaining as it would be like, I say like 2 or 3 years ago. Both quarterbacks have gotten a little older. Both quarterbacks are relying more on their run game and their defense now than they did like a couple of years ago. But I mean, it still would be great as far as star power from the quarterback position. But I mean, it still would be intriguing to finally see it. But it's kind of like LeBron James versus Kobe in the NBA Finals. I mean, we had puppet commercials like out there promoting LeBron and Kobe, and we just never got that finals matchup. So so I don't know if we see it, but it would be something cool to see though. I'm not worried about any game, but game five, we don't win. Doesn't matter who wins the other series. That's true, yo. That is true, yo. But if we win, it would be cool to see the Nationals win. But we do gotta win, man. This game is just absolutely. This a big game, man. I'm nervous, yo. Usually I'm very confident. I'm like, oh man, we got this. I ain't worried about this. I'm nervous, yo. Like I am extremely nervous. But at the same, I think my nerves. If I see Fulton go out there and pitch a 1, 2, 3 inning and get into the second inning and get that Azuma, whatever his name is, that cleanup hitter for the Cardinals, and he Fulton get him out, then I'll feel better. Like, and if we score first in the bottom of the first, I'll feel much better. But until then, I'm nervous. But if I had to put money on it, though, I definitely think our Braves are going to get it done. If I had to put money on it, yo. I hope we beat the Vikings. I hope we do too. I'm gonna try to do a preview video about that game tomorrow, but it's a tough game, man. Obviously, the Eagles can win this game, but the Vikings are a difficult team, especially in that dome in Minneapolis. They got a lot of good personnel, yo. They got, they only really weakness on their team really has been their offensive line. But I mean, they got, and I guess you could say Kirk Cousins, but Thielen and Diggs are extremely great wide receivers. Rudolph and Smith are two good tight ends. Dalvin Cook, when healthy, is shown he's a very, very capable running back. Defensively, yo, they got pass rushers. Danielle Hunter, former LSU Tiger, Everson Griffin, Anthony Barr at linebacker. In the secondary, Xavier Rose, Harrison Smith. That's a very capable team, but I do think that I think the Eagles got a real shot of winning though. But yeah, like it's a tough matchup, yo. I'm buzzed, so I will sleep. It's tomorrow. I will be worried, but I will be off by 5 p.m. That's what's up, man. I'm nervous, man. I'm nervous, yo, but it's good nervous. It's like I think tomorrow, once I know it's game day and I know it's about to happen, I'll feel a little better because I'm like, okay, this team has done this all year long. This team is too good to go down in this round in their own ballpark, so they're gonna go out there and get it done. I'll feel better once tomorrow get here, but today I'm nervous because I still got a little bit of, that hangover from Game 4 going on with me. What's up, Rugi Dog? It's me. Appreciate you tuning into the live. Raging Cajuns, baby. Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be out there tomorrow, yo. I'm gonna be at that game tomorrow, man. That's a big game for the Cajuns, yo. A rematch of last year's Sun Belt Conference Championship game. UL fell short to them over there on the road. UL get them at home. Appalachian State is 4-0. They actually have received votes in the top 25. They beat North Carolina on the road, the same North Carolina team that Clemson nearly knocked off Clemson. So that's a big game for the Cajuns, yo. Me and my pops, we gonna be out there, yo. And like I said, when that game starts, it's gonna be maybe I'm gonna guess it'll be like the 7th inning of the Braves game. So over there I'll be obviously watching the game, but then tune in to the Braves game on my phone as well. But that's a big game for the Cajuns, man. Billy Napier's doing some really good things. If UL didn't fumble the ball, didn't like have all these crazy turnovers against Mississippi State, they could have won that game, yo. Are the 49ers coming out the NFC West? Ooh, you put me on the spot. That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think I still like the Rams in the NFC West. I know they're not playing great right now. I think they're telling us that Todd Gurley is basically on load management. So now that's a big game Sunday now. My feelings may change after Sunday because the 49ers play the Rams on Sunday. I like the 49ers. I love their tight end Kittle. I love their running backs. Their defense is just ferocious right now. I just don't know if Jimmy G has enough weapons on the outside yet. I know those guys are young, but I just don't know if he have enough consistent wide receivers yet for them to overcome a team like the Rams and even the Seahawks. So I say no, but I do think they have a small shot of they keep winning of getting in a wild card. Did you watch the 49ers and Browns game last night? I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a good bit of it. And from what I seen, the 49ers just really got after Baker Mayfield, man. I thought it was cool too. Nick Bosa did the whole flag thing and did it in the ground. Cause at first I was like, yo, that's pretty cool. Cause he was on that field, I'd want to say, whenever Baker Mayfield did that in Ohio State, yo. So that was kind of like a cool little moment, I thought. What's up, Donnie Williams? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Do you think the Florida game will be easy? I don't think he'll be easy, but I do think at the end of the day, LSU will win this game by 14. I got LSU 34-20. But it's gonna be a difficult game because I mean, Florida plays defense. Florida got athletes, yo. Florida could match us, a lot of areas skill for skill. We never played a team yet. Maybe Texas a little bit with their offense and our defense, but their defense obviously didn't have the athletes to go up against our athletes. But I think on the other side of the ball, LSU offense against Florida's defense, that's some superior athletes going up against superior athletes. That's some draft picks over there on that Florida defense. So I don't think it'll be easy, but I think just the crowd. I think the home field gonna really help LSU this year. Like I thought it helped Florida when we played them last year in the Swamp. When you consider the crowd and the defense, I think the defense is going to play better. And I think the offense it's going to be difficult, but I think overall they're going to do what they do because I think they're that good. So I don't think it's an easy game, but I do think when it's said and done, LSU wins by 14, which it sounds easy, but I don't think it's an easy 14. What's up, Greg CTC? Appreciate you tuning into the live. What's up, Jeff Mullen? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Dude, guys, I told y'all Tigers on defense will show up against Utah State. I think they'll be solid against Florida, Auburn, and Mississippi State. Bama will be the real test for the defense. I completely agree, yo. I completely agree with that. The defense, and yeah, you're right. The defense played great against Utah State. Obviously, I didn't even think we would play that great, yo. That's a really good quarterback Utah State have over there. He is a high, draftable guy, yo. He's gonna go like in the first 3 rounds of the NFL draft. And it's an early morning. We had every excuse to come out flat in that game, and for Utah State to move it up and down the field. And you're right. The defense showed up. Dave Aranda got an extra week to prepare. They fixed. The thing that they did Saturday was tackle. I mean, obviously you gotta expect them to cover better because Utah State don't really have elite wide receivers, but they tackled. And they came up and they hit people and they wrapped up. And Grant Delpit looks like he has his swagger back on the defense. And I agree with you. I think the defense will play well Saturday. I think they're going to get it. I think they're going to have that crowd behind them, the energy of the stadium. And I think Florida isn't great offensively. So LSU could play. I could see LSU playing well defensively in this game. If the key, like I said, the key matchup that everybody knows is our offense against Florida's defense. And I think if we just do what we do, if we establish a run game with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, John Emery Jr., and Terrion Davis-Price, and we come out, keep it moving, keep moving fast, and we throw the ball, and we just Jambalaya Joe just got to do what he do, go through his progressions, spread the ball around, and I think we'll be all right, yo. But I expect Florida to play us hard because it's a rivalry game, So we gotta give them their respect. But you're right, Bama will be the ultimate test for our defense because Florida, Auburn, and Mississippi State are not great offensive teams. You're absolutely right about that. They're really good defensive teams, so our offense is gonna be tested the next 3 games. But that Alabama game, we're gonna be tested offensively and defensively. So if we want to get into that game undefeated and have a real shot at the playoff, we gotta come out there and do our thing against them on Saturday. Who that, baby? Yeah, y'all, Saints looking good, man. That was a nice win against Tampa Bay, yo. Teddy Bridgewater went out there, he did his thing, got it done, yo. Shout out to them, man. My Eagles are going to be 4-2 Sunday. I sure hope so, yo. That's a tough game, but I think we can pull it out, yo. What's up, Get Money? Appreciate you tuning into the live. What's up, bro? My Vikings and your Eagles, those Sunday. Can't wait. Haha. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one, yo. Vikings got a good team, man. Like I was saying, they got good personnel, yo. Kirk Cousins, I know ain't been great this season, but we still know he's a decent quarterback. Dalvin Cook is very, very good. Those wide receivers are elite, as a group. Defensively, they got pass rushes, people to stop the run, really good athletic linebackers, a really good secondary. I mean, that's a tough team, Where I think the Eagles gonna have to get after the Vikings is, now granted, we can't read too much into getting 10 sacks against the Jets with no Sam Darnold. I mean, it's crazy. We went from being ranked 32nd, which is last in the NFL in sacks, all the way to 12th in one game. That's crazy. But I do hope the defensive line use some of that momentum, to get after Kirk Cousins on Sunday. The one big weakness the Vikings have is their offensive line, but it will be a very entertaining game. I'm not looking forward to all this ooh like they be doing in that Vikings dome, man. What's up, Cowboy X Factor, man? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Hey, Mr. Duke, I can't wait for Cowboys and Eagles in 2 weeks. Oh man, who you telling, man? That's the matchup, man. That's gonna be big time, man. That's gonna be epic. I do think Eagles Cowboys is the biggest rivalry in the NFL this season. I think both teams could go in that game 4-2. I think it's gonna be tough for the Eagles in Minnesota, but I think we can win. I do think Dallas though gotta fear the fact that Darnold is back for the Jets simply because at least the offense won't be so anemic this week. Now, granted, and another thing, the Jets play well defensively. They just been so terrible offensively. But even nevertheless, that's a game, you do believe the Cowboys should win. So if we both meet up 4-2 next week with first place on the line, it makes things even more better, yo. Y'all slept on Florida offense. Y'all sleep on Florida offense. Y'all gonna watch. I mean, they got athletes over there. Like I said, P. Ryan is a very, very good running back. They got some good wide receivers. The problem I have with Florida is that I just don't think they consistently move the ball. And Trask, I mean, he's going in a whole new environment. Like, he never seen nothing like he gonna see on Saturday night in Death Valley. Now granted, Florida, I got respect for Florida. I just don't think, I think LSU defense, this is a time for them to have a coming out party. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Hey, may the best team win. What's up, One Pride 40? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Cowboys are trash. They look bad Sunday, man. They look really bad against Green Bay, yo. Me personally, I felt like they looked bad against the Saints offensively, but people wanted to buy another week, so I gave them another week, and they went out there and Aaron Rodgers, I said that Aaron Rodgers went in there and took that belt off. Well, Aaron Jones, he actually gave the belt to Aaron Jones and let Aaron Jones do the whipping on Sunday. It's just funny because when they was 3-0, man, they just really, and I'm not gonna say all Cowboys, because you got people like, like Martin Holloman, he a really good Cowboy fan, Cowboy X Factor. You got some Cowboy fans who are real and honest, and this is not for them. You know what I'm saying? This me clowning and making fun is not towards them because they honest, yo. But these other ones who just talk recklessly, you know what I'm saying, that want to act like they're going undefeated when they was 3-0, like, they got to understand they didn't play nobody. Now, you've played 2 good teams and lost. So you got to humble yourself. It's a long season, yo. Thank you for calling out Freddie Freeman. He's been horrible this series. He needs to step up tomorrow. He absolutely does, yo. What really ticked me off about Freddie in this series is that, now granted, we all could agree that Ronald Acuna should have hustled. He should have hustled game 1. Like, looking at that home run, he should have been on second base. We all could agree to that. And to a certain extent, by him being a captain and a leader of the team, I wasn't 100% comfortable with it because, it could cause an issue between teammates in the locker room. But I understand his frustration from what Ronald Acuna did. But if you're going to go out there and call out this man the way you did, you have to handle, because Acuna, besides that little blunder, has been spectacular in this series. Freddie Freeman has been just awful. So I had to call him out, and I'm sure, from what I understand, a lot of people have been calling him out on Twitter also. So he knows how people feel about him right now. So Now, granted, we all believe he gonna come out tomorrow like great players do when they struggle and people are critical of them. They come out, they step up, and they handle their business. So I believe that Freddie Freeman is gonna come out tomorrow and have a really good game 5, yo. Not in Minnesota. Vikings winning this week. I mean, we'll see. You know, they are. I give you that. They are tough to beat. They are very tough to beat in Minnesota. It's not an easy game, but I mean, Minnesota ain't unbeatable over there. Like, I mean, people told me we couldn't beat the Packers at Lambeau Field on a short week. So, you know, we'll see. Florida about to put up points on y'all. I mean, we're gonna see. I don't see it personally. Um, I could see Florida putting up 20. I could see them getting an explosive play, probably hitting Swain or somebody, and him taking it to the house for a touchdown or something like that. I could possibly see that. But I don't them consistently moving the ball on LSU, I just don't see it. Yo, I'm sorry. I just do not see it at all. What's up, Roger Hernandez? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Is Max Kellerman right about Carson Wentz not being an MVP candidate? I don't think he is. I actually seen a list where Pro Football Focus had ranked him as the #1 quarterback, which I don't know what the criteria is when it comes to that. But Wentz has played well. I don't think that he's not an MVP candidate. Obviously right now, man. Right now, I mean, I really don't know who the favorite is. I guess I would say Mahomes, but he didn't have a good game on Sunday night. You can't really say Brady, even though they're 5-0. You know, their defense has been the one that's really been carrying their team. People wanted to give it to Dak 2 weeks ago, but obviously that ain't the case no more. So, I mean, Wentz is a candidate. I mean, it's wide open. You know, it's early in the season. Nobody's just completely running away with it right now. So, the Eagles going a little run here against this very difficult schedule. You know, he definitely is a candidate. At Donnie Williams, not sleeping on Florida offense, just have faith in our defense. Y'all got some solid players on offense. I agree. You know, I'm not trying to say those guys are not talented on Florida team, because they are. Yo, I seen Swain take a slant and take it to the house. I seen P. Ryan take a carry and go 88 yards. Against Miami, I seen them throw a slant and a guy broke like 3 or 4 tackles and took it to the house. They got players. You know, I seen Trash lead a comeback, against Kentucky on the road. But like you said, I'm the same way. I just really believe that LSU defense is going to play well this Saturday. Considering the fact that they're at home, considering the fact that, they coming off of a very impressive performance against Utah State. So I do believe LSU defensively is going to play well Saturday. Nothing against Florida's offense. I just don't think that is just that game for them to play well offensively. How much longer do you think Adam Vinatieri will play in the NFL? Man, I tell you what, man. The way he started off the season, just missing everything left and right, and now all of a sudden he can't miss. So it's like, I think this should be his last season, but you never know with him, man. Unless he might be, Brady trying to play till he's 45, maybe Vinatieri trying to play till he's 50. Who knows? But I think ultimately this year gonna be his last year. Considering the fact there's no more Andrew Luck over there. Now, granted, Jacoby Brissett is playing well. I think considering that, I think that I think when the season over, Vinatieri gonna hang it up, yo. Braves versus Cardinals game. Oh, what's up, Ruku3? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Braves versus Cardinals game 5. What you think? For one, I'm nervous. I am extremely nervous for this game. I really wish that we won game 4 and that this thing was over with and we could have just go out there cheer for the Nationals tomorrow against the Dodgers. We should have won the game, but game 5, I like the fact that Fultz on the mound. I trust that Fultz is out there. I think that Fultz is right now. I think he's our best big game pitcher. Ever since we called him back up from AAA, He's been going head up against other teams' aces, and he's handled his own. When we clinched the game that we needed to clinch, which granted we was gonna clinch the division anyway, but the game that we wanted to put it away, Forty was on the mound and he was spectacular. Game two, we was down 1-0, and the Cardinals had their ace Flaherty on the mound. Fulton went out there and outpitched them. So, he showed the second half of the season that whenever he's called upon in a big spot, he's going to respond. He's going to come through for us. And I believe that he could do the same tomorrow. Me personally, by me just being a fan, I'm nervous because I gotta respect the fact that if we lose, it's baseball, things happen, and if we lose this game, the season is over. Everything we worked hard for this season, everything we had, all the fun we had, filing all these 162 games, and it's over, yo. And it'll be very disappointing, but I think we do it, yo. I think we pull it out. I think this team is destined to get to the NLCS at least this season. So I think we do it, but I'm gonna be a nervous wreck until we go up, until we score first, though. What's your thoughts the NBA preseason with Zion first game, Davis playing his role with the Lakers so far? I'm gonna say this, man. The Pelicans. Obviously, the Lakers look great. I'm going to start on the Lakers. The Lakers look great. They look like they're going to just out-rebound everybody by 25 a night with Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and LeBron James. They got arguably three of the best rebounders in the game. So they're going to clean up the glass. Obviously, they could go to Davis to score points. Rondo could run the show at point. LeBron could just do his thing. But, they got a chance to come out of the West, obviously. I still like a healthy Clippers team over them with Kawhi, Paul George, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, and all those guys. And as far as the Pelicans, man, I'm going to say this, man, the Pelicans look good. It's like I kept seeing people out there and I kept forgetting about how much people they have. I'm like, yo, you got Zion out there is in a perfect system with Alvin Gentry who wants to get up and down the floor. That caters to Zion's game. You can't have an athletic guy like Zion who's not a great shooter yet, and playing strictly in the half court. You got to move him around, have him cutting to the hole, have him posted up and doing all those things. And so far, that's what Alvin Gentry has him doing. Lonzo Ball looks like he's refound some confidence. Not only was it wasn't just the fact that he was making threes last night, he was shooting them. They still got J.J. Redick over there. They still got Jrue Holiday over there. They got Josh Hart, who is a good defensive player and a good solid player. Jahlil Okafor is still a guy who can score on the block. Derek Favors is a veteran who can score on the block. The rookie Nicole Alexander-Walker could shoot the ball well. This Pelicans team is going to be fun to watch, man. And they could make some things happen. The only knock against them is they do got veterans. Jrue Holiday is a veteran. J.J. Redick, Derek Favors, those guys are veterans. Alvin Gentry obviously won a championship as a top assistant with Golden State. The only knock is basically they're young. But those guys are good, man. I think the Pelicans have a shot. If not this season, definitely in the future they could make things happen, yo. I read that Divinity, Rashard Lawrence, and Glenn Logan are back practicing with the team. They are back at the right time. I seen that also, yo, and that is big. We need all those guys out there. I also heard that Terrence Marshall is actually doing a little bit of work. Now, it don't look like he's going to play Saturday, but that's still an encouraging sign that we could get Terrence Marshall back sooner than later. But all three of those guys practicing on the defense is definitely going to help, yo. That's another thing I got to be fair to the defense about, too. Guys have been injured, yo. Now, granted, they haven't played well, they haven't tackled well, but guys have been injured. So if we could get all three of those guys back in that lineup, that will be something to look forward to. You had me laughing about how you trolled them Cowboys after the Saints and Packers game. I mean, they asked for it, yo. When the Eagles lost to the Falcons and when the Eagles lost to the Lions, yo, they really trolled me. Like, they really let me have it. So it's like, And I tried to tell them, like, y'all calm down. Y'all calm down. Y'all ain't playing nobody yet. Y'all been playing Powder Puff University. But they still want to take advantage and buy themselves a week or two. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. Y'all gonna see. After the Saints game, oh, we still on top of the division. You lose to a team without their quarterback. Then the next week you lose to a team without their top wide receiver. Like, I mean, come on, man. But hey, that's Cowboy fans for you. And I'm gonna keep trolling them, you know. Next week, not this week. Sunday night game, Cowboys versus Eagles, a big one. Yeah, it is, yo. It's for the division. Obviously these are the two teams that are going to battle for the NFC East. I don't believe nobody. Obviously the Redskins, obviously season over already. The Giants, it's a nice story with Daniel Jones, and I think they're gonna be decent going forward. But this year is not their year. You know, they could probably put a scare in a couple of teams in a game here or there, but they obviously ain't gonna beat nobody consistently like that. But yeah, that's the game to me. That's the biggest rivalry in the NFL this season, Eagles and Cowboys. And I cannot wait for that game, especially if we handle business Sunday and they handle business, and we both 4-2 going into that game, playing basically for lone position in first place. I can't wait for that matchup, yo. What's up, Matt Jones? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Man, Freddie Freeman needs to come through tomorrow with the bat tomorrow. He dealing with bone spurs in his elbow. Freeman's swing definitely looks off. So many swings and misses. Yeah, it's been bad, yo. I've been critical of him because his swing not granted. I understand he's injured. Like we all could see that his elbow is bothering him. I don't want to just completely dismiss that. But at the same time, game one in the ninth inning, his elbow looked fine on that home run he hit in the ninth inning, yo. And with Freeman, we don't need him to hit. We just need him to make contact, man. That's what he got to understand. We don't need you to go up there and hit 3 home runs tomorrow, yo. Even if you get out, hit the ball hard, yo. If there's people on base, man, move them over. If somebody's at third with less than 2 hours, hit the ball to the outfield to bring them in. If somebody is at second base with nobody out, if you can't at least hit it in the gap and bring them in, hit the ball to the right side to move them over to third. That's the things that we need, at least worst case scenario, we need out of Freddie Freeman tomorrow. And like I said, he was very critical of Ronald Acuna after game one for not hustling. So he needs to be called out and be held accountable also. Acuna has responded. He's been spectacular. Now it's time for Freddie to respond. Sorry, man. I've been at dinner and still have to drive home. I hope you don't end too soon. I'm gonna probably go like another, I don't know, like 10 minutes or so. But if not, man, we could always catch up next week, man. Do your thing, man. Family or friends, they come first, man. But I greatly appreciate you though, man. Also, go Gators. Is Joe Burrow's level of play sustainable, especially if he gets picked off once or twice? Will he be so confident to throw balls 50-50 balls? Um, I believe Jambalaya Joe's, man, confidence is not gonna waver. Like anybody who could see him and just check him out, one thing he doesn't lack is confidence. I mean, I think he could go out there and throw 2-3 picks and he's still gonna be slinging the ball down the field and giving those very gifted wide receivers chances to make plays. Now granted, Florida, this is the toughest defense by far that we've played so far this season. Matter of fact, Florida, Mississippi State, Auburn all have solid defenses. But I just believe that, I believe that the offense is just that good, yo. Obviously, I think Florida gonna make it harder. I think they're gonna stop us a few times. Obviously, more than anybody else have. I don't see us putting up 50. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna find out. I believe that this offense is that good. I believe that not just how good he is. He's in a great system. Guys are open. Like, and when they're not open, they're gifted and athletic enough, like you said, to go up there and catch 50-50 balls. So I don't believe, as LSU fan, I think his level of play is more than sustainable. I seen the other day Mel Kiper, Jambalaya Joe is playing his way into a potential first round draft pick, which how crazy is that sound, yo, from where he was a year ago. if he has a good performance Saturday, a good performance against Auburn, a good performance against Alabama, and it potentially a playoff or bowl game against a solid defense, his stock just gonna continue to rise and rise and rise, yo. So yeah, I definitely do think his play is sustainable, yo. What's up, Kanru girl? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Late to the chat, but hey, Mr. Dugai, hey, how you doing? Hoping you're having a great day today. Offensively, the other team left on LSU schedule that could probably go toe to toe with LSU in terms of scoring points is Alabama. If LSU scores on the other teams early, I don't think they can keep up. I completely agree with that. Alabama is the only team that can, score with LSU or even more than LSU. I don't think, like I said, it's no I just don't think they have a great offense. I don't think Florida is a great offense. Mississippi State or Auburn are great. Obviously, Arkansas, Ole Miss. Well, Ole Miss, they're okay offensively, but those teams are not great offensively. They very talented defensively, and I completely agree. Their main thing is coming out. Florida's main goal is coming out and trying to shut down our offense. I don't think Florida believe that they're going to come in and just throw the ball all over the place or score a whole bunch of points on LSU. I think that their keys to victory is coming in and trying to prove to us that their defense is legit and trying to prove to us that our offense isn't what we think it is. So, yeah, that's the whole key. That's the whole key to everything. So if we go out there and we jump out on them 10-0, 14-0, and we force them to be one dimensional where they gotta line up and throw every play, you absolutely right. I don't think those teams could play like that. Now I know Tua can and those receivers can, but I don't think Florida can, capable of being in a real sincere shootout. Let's see. I never seen you with notes. How do you give such detailed downs without notes? I appreciate that. I just I just know, I really follow this. I really follow my teams. I really follow other teams. Um, Everything up here, I don't want to sit here like I just know so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm humbled by that, but I just always loved sports my whole life, yo. That's something that I hope, I could even pursue even, beyond YouTube one day. Doing really, really big things with this. But it's just so I guess it's just something I've been gifted with and blessed with. Um I appreciate that from you though. What's up, D Ladette? I'm assuming that's my boy DeMarcus. I'm assuming if I'm wrong, I apologize. But man, greatly appreciate you tuning into the live, yo. Welcome through, yo. What's up, Spunky 1991? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Going to laugh the Jets upset the Cowboys. Hey, let me tell you something, man. That's not as impossible as people think, man. That's a very tricky game for Dallas, yo. Now, if I had to bet money, obviously I'm gonna pick Dallas to win that game. They should. But this is the thing. The Jets, people just look. The Eagles played the Jets Sunday, so I got to really see that team play. They got a decent wide receiver in Robbie Anderson, a decent wide receiver in Jamison Crowder. I don't know what's up with their tight end Herndon. I don't know if he's coming back soon or not. Obviously, we all know Le'Veon Bell is something serious. That quarterback that they got out there has just been awful. Like, the guy is not an NFL quarterback. Sam Darnold is good. Is he great yet? But he's good. And the Jets play really good Some Dallas gonna find out Sunday is the Jets play really good defense, man. Jamal Adams back there on that back end, Quinnen Williams and Leonard Williams and those guys on that D-line. The Jets play good on defense, man. I still think Dallas will win, obviously, but you're right. If the Jets do pull that off, man, oh my goodness. You think that Saints and Packers video was something like man, I'm gonna have to contain myself for this one, yo. What's up, Jerry Jr.? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Eagles. So is you Jerry Jones Jr.? If you Jerry Jones Jr., I really appreciate you tuning in, yo. Can't wait. Either got tickets to both games for Cowboys and Eagles. Oh man, that's what's up, yo. I'm jealous. I'm jealous, yo. But you gonna enjoy yourself. Both of those games are gonna be spectacular. Something to see, an atmosphere to be at. Man, enjoy it, yo. That's what's up, yo. Hetch was only 10 feet away from hitting the grand slam. That kid should be a starter. Oh, I know. Oh, hey, when he hit it, I thought it was out. Like I stood up and I was like pumping my fist. That's another thing too. I'm glad to get us away from St. Louis, man. That ballpark, man, like it's hard to hit it out in that ballpark, man. Like you gotta really crush the ball to get it out over there, man. Cause not just Hechavarria yesterday. You look at a couple of home runs, near home runs Saturday, yo. I mean, Sunday. But yeah, that was just tough. It just wasn't meant to be, man. Yeah, he's very good also. And what's funny is that he's elite defensively. Like a shortstop, he even could play a little bit of third base. The other day when we pinch ran for Donaldson, he came in and played third, and didn't really, he could play it. So he's very good, yo. He's somebody I like to keep around, next season, off the bench or whatever. Unfortunately, we don't have no spots in the infield for him. Obviously, Oz is our second baseman. Swanson is our shortstop. Donaldson is our third. But if we do lose Donaldson, it look like Austin Riley will be our third baseman. But he's a guy that could definitely be a great bench piece to play short or play third. I don't know what his contract situation is like. I don't know if he's, we got him off for waivers or whatever, so I'm gonna assume that he actually could leave after this season. But you're right, man. He was so close to hitting that thing out, and he is a very good player. If LSU was to make it to the national championship, who would you want them to play? I would want to play Clemson. Just for we could put the whole Death Valley versus Death Valley thing to bed. And it would be a very fun matchup. They're the defending national champs. They coming in with a very, very long winning streak. Obviously, if they in the championship game, that winning streak will be extremely long, like 20 plus games. So I would love to see us play Clemson if we was to get there. Eagles fans are gonna get shut out ahead of week 7. Cowboy fans will fill up AT&T Stadium. You're not taking over like in 2007. Man, Eagles fans take over everywhere, man. You could try, but you won't succeed, yo. What's up, Master P. Dot? Yo, appreciate you tuning into the live. Nothing much, man. Just here chilling, man. I hope everything going good with you, yo. My gut tells me Georgia is going to get snake bit sooner or later. If it happens, it'll either be by Florida or Auburn. I think, man, I watched that first half of Georgia versus Tennessee, and man, for like a quarter and a half, man, Tennessee was taking it to them with that little freshman quarterback, man. But then overall, Georgia just got way too many athletes and took over. But you're right. I can see Georgia. I'm starting to think they will definitely lose one of those two games, yo. Especially Auburn. They got to play Auburn at Auburn. Georgia ain't been playing as good as people think they're playing, in my opinion. I felt like they should have blown Notre Dame out, and that game was really down to the wire. And Tennessee really hung in there with them for a little while. So, yeah, like you're right. Georgia is a team that can get snake bitten, yo. What's up, Rich Carlton? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Your view on the Saints versus Bucks game. I thought Teddy Bridgewater played spectacular, yo. He had the one interception, which it wasn't his fault. It bounced off of Kamara's arm or whatever, but he played well. He spread the ball. Let me not say that. He threw it to Michael Thomas a lot, but I mean, Michael Thomas was open a lot. So I mean, but he played well. I think for Saints fans, man, they gotta be ecstatic because when you lose Drew Brees week 2 in the middle of a game that you eventually get beat pretty bad, and it's looking like Brees is out for a while, and you know, the man, not only he comes in and he does a decent job, you got to play the Seahawks on the road, who are 4-1. You got to play Tampa Bay at home, who, you know, is not a great team, but you know is capable on any given day of knocking somebody off. And you had to play the 3-0 Dallas Cowboys, who thought they was the 95 Cowboys, and you win all three of those games. As Saints fans, I think you got to feel extremely good, yo. But I thought they played well, man. Teddy Bridgewater played well. I think Marshawn Lattimore the last 2 weeks, man, is turning himself into, like, he already is a good corner, but he's turned himself into one of the elite corners. That's an impressive job keeping Mike Evans to 0 catches. That guy is very good, yo. So I think the Saints should feel really good right now. That's some very big wins. And Teddy is starting to get a little more and a little more confident. What happened to Texas A&M? They look awful. That Jimbo hype, I guess we all bought into the Jimbo hype, yo. They do look bad, which is why I'm thankful, because I love the fact that LSU and Florida is playing in prime time. Like I said, you know, Lord willing, I may actually be at that game. We'll see. Um, but you know, LSU Florida is obviously the best SEC game of the week. But they went with Alabama, Texas A&M, and like I said, Alabama is going to destroy them. Like A&M is not very good, yo. We just fell into the hype. We just thought that, you know, they had a nice ending to the season last year. Jimbo got got a very highly ranked recruiting team, a lot of his recruits in there. So we just assumed they was going to do something, and it's hard to just win in the SEC. And Jimbo learning that right now. What's up, Rodney Turner? Appreciate you tuning in. Eagles will win the NFC East hands down. Fly Eagles fly all day. I agree. Like Dallas thought the season was over after week 3, but they see now, man. I think the Eagles are better than them, man. Like point blank are better. We still gotta address this cornerback situation. You know, I'm still not completely happy and sold with it. But the Eagles are better, and I do think we will win that division as long as we don't get too banged up more down the line. Sam Darnold is back starting for the Jets at quarterback. Hope he goes off for the Cowboys. He might. Like, I know one thing, he ready to get out there, because he tried to get out there against the Eagles, but the doctors at the last minute just didn't clear him. Darnold is a good quarterback, man. Dallas better not just think this is an easy game, man. Now, my Eagles going to Minnesota, that's not easy. That's a very tough game for our Eagles. But Dallas, the Jets been bad, but Darnold ain't been out there. You know, unfortunately, unlike the Saints got a loaded team, and Teddy Bridgewater is a veteran, experienced backup quarterback. Luke Falk does not belong in the NFL playing quarterback. And the Jets, I think, will be fired up. Obviously, is the Cowboys. They never won a game. They're at home. They get their quarterback back. You could see Dallas offense is starting to leak oil, like they're starting to get exposed offensively. The Jets have a good defense. Greg Williams is going to come after Dak Prescott. That's not a gimme game for Dallas, man. Now, if I had to bet, I would bet Dallas, but you know that's not a gimme game, yo. What's up, Houston UGK? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Well, now go Tigers. That's right, yo. Go Tigers. Big game Saturday, yo. I love the name too, man. I'm a big UGK fan too, yo. What's up, Chase D, Andre? If I said it wrong, I appreciate you. What's good, man? Forever LSU. That's right, yo. Big time matchup on Saturday, man. Hope we go out there and get it done like I believe we will, yo. Georgia can't beat Alabama. Georgia needs to stop beating themselves. I mean, they could beat them, you know, because of talent-wise, but right now Georgia ain't looking great. You can see Georgia clearly has talent. But right now they not really putting it together like that right now, yo. But you're right, maybe it's just they keep beating themselves, yo. I hope it happens with Florida. Kirby is 0-3 against SEC West teams on the road. Let's see if it continues. Georgia is honestly not going 12-0. Just if I had to bet, I think Georgia get snake bitten too by Auburn or Florida. simply from the way they've been playing. Now, granted, they got the talent. Maybe they'll be more motivated to play those teams. Auburn is tough because it's on the road. It's at Auburn. I remember a couple of years ago they went over there and Auburn just completely took them apart the year they went to the championship. So I mean, in Auburn, now I know Jake Fromm is more experienced. They got a really great offensive line. Again, that Georgia O line versus that Auburn D line would be like just like LSU's receivers versus Florida's DBs. Georgia's O line versus Auburn's D line is a very, very intriguing matchup also. Mr. Duga, I want to give a big shout out to you for continuing these lives and videos, content. Enjoy talking sports with you every Tuesday, and the people that turn in with me, shout to you out to y'all. Man, I greatly appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the support, yo. I appreciate you tuning into the lives. I appreciate you following the videos. And that's for everybody, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all for really, sticking with your boy, man. Like I love sports, man, and this is something to do, man. It's just a getaway from not just for me, but for everybody. We all got lives. We all got things that we may be a little stressed about, but just trying to take a time, man, just to just talk sports, man. Something that we all love, man, and I greatly appreciate everybody that comes in and supports me, yo. What's up, Roll Tide World, Mother Tide Wide? What's up? Appreciate you tuning into the live. If you played fantasy college football, who would you draft as your QB? Joe, Tua, Lawrence, or Fields? That's a great question. I think I would take now if the point system is just I don't know how the college one would be, but if the point system is like the NFL fantasy system where you get like 6 points for a rushing touchdown as opposed to 4 for a passing, I'll go Justin Fields just for the simple fact that he don't really play nobody. Plus, he gonna run and throw touchdowns. So I would probably go with Justin Fields. Tua and Jambalaya Joe, obviously they putting up great numbers, but they are in the SEC. They're gonna play SEC defenses. Trevor Lawrence has a great running back in Travis Etienne who he could hand the ball to a lot. Justin Fields, now I know Dobbins is a great running back too, but Fields gonna run in for a lot of touchdowns. So if I had to pick one for fantasy, I'd go with Justin Fields. What's up, Rude Gal? Maich, if I pronounce it wrong, I apologize. I appreciate you tuning into the live, yo. When you think Deshaun Jackson will be back? Man, that's a great question, man. Honestly, I thought he would have been back by now, yo. I'm starting to get a little concerned with that. I don't think he played this week neither, because it just don't sound like he close to being ready. I'm hoping he back for Dallas, man. If he comes back for Dallas, I'll feel good. But yeah, man, I'm a little concerned. I thought like word was when he first got injured, he was gonna be back for the Jets game. So not only he missed the game, there's no word that he gonna be back this week, at least not yet. So we'll know Wednesday. We'll know tomorrow when they put out when they put out the injury reports. So we gonna see, man. But hopefully at least for Dallas next week. What's up, Tiger Raven 2018? Sorry I missed the stream. Yo, it's all good, yo. Hey, I'll be back at it next Tuesday. And I got videos throughout the week, man. We all got lives, man. So I completely understand. It's cool, yo. Have you heard Desert Eagle 90 said in live stream? He asked if all the Eagles fans can wear our Super Bowl 52 coats, jackets / hoodies, and all the gears for the Vikings game. US Bank is our other home. That would be cool, yo. I think we should. Well, obviously, I won't be at the game, but I think that would be cool, yo, if we do go over there with Super Bowl 52 gear. This is our first time going back there since we won the Super Bowl. So, I definitely think we should do that, yo. Let's see. My Ravens are in first place in the AFC North. That's a crazy division, man. That is like a topsy-turvy division, man. 1 week it looked like Baltimore running away with it. Then Cleveland goes into Baltimore and like beats them up. Then Cleveland goes to San Francisco and just gets smacked in the face. And Baltimore back in first place. I will say Baltimore is the most consistent team in that division right now. So I guess I'd have to go. Your Ravens, I think, will win the division, yo. Eagles beat Vikings 35-24. Man, I absolutely love that score. Like, I would love that score, yo. That means we ate ass stretch. I would love that score. That would really be a statement, yo, to do that to them on the road that bad. All those fans that lost to us and plays us this year that was cheering for Clemson is gonna get their man bomb. Oh man, you something else, man. You're a great video maker, brother. Much respect. One of the few fellow Eagle vid makers I watch regularly. Hey, thank you, yo. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. I greatly appreciate it, yo. I'm gonna try to just continue to do it too, yo. I'm thankful, man. Greatly appreciate that, yo. Really appreciate those kind words, and I appreciate your support, yo. Tiger Raven, this our revenge year. Everybody that was cheering for us to lose to y'all is gonna get it. See y'all in January. Hey, I ain't cheering for nobody. Like, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to throw a little jab in there. I tuned in to see a good game, and obviously I didn't get to see that. So, like, hey, sorry, man. We will see at Bryant Dennis Stadium. We will. Do you watch Bama Moore? That man is just way too funny. Yeah, I watch Bama Moore crazy self, man. He for my LSU Texas video, I seen he did something about. I gotta go watch it. I seen he did something about LSU Bear fans or Lick It Up fans or something like that. I ain't get a chance to. I seen the headline. I ain't get a chance to watch the video yet, but I know he said something crazy about LSU, yo. I watch him. I check him out, man. He is pretty funny, man. I gotta give him that, man. He talks a lot of smack, man, and I respect people that talk a lot. Especially if your team good and your team back it up. Cause after Clemson whip y'all up, yo, he didn't hide. He came out and did a video, and I respect him for that, man. As long as my thing is, man, if your team winning and you want to roast people, go right ahead. But if you lose, hey, stand in front of the mic when you lose. And he did that, yo. So I got respect for him. Plus, he kind of want LSU to be undefeated, man. When he came on my LSU Texas post game video, and he kind of was like, man, stop all that, man. I said, all right, we gonna see. We gonna see. This LSU team ain't the same teams from the previous, yo. So yeah, I check him out, man. He pretty cool, yo. Would you be upset if Yankees win the World Series if your Braves or Nationals don't make it? I'm not. I'm not gonna say I would. If the Braves or Nationals don't make it, I probably would pull. I would pull for the Astros. But I don't think I would be upset, yo, if the Yankees won. I prefer the Yankees to win it over the Dodgers, honestly. I used to hate the Yankees back in the day, when they beat my Braves in the World Series twice. But I'm kind of don't hate them as much no more, man. I don't, cause but I'd rather them win over the Dodgers. I wouldn't be upset. The only team I probably would just roll my eyes at if they won it all would be the Dodgers, yo. I've been going to some Baltimore Orioles games this year, even though we are terrible. Shout out to you. You are a loyal fan. You are a loyal fan for that, yo. Shout out to you. Freddie needs to start acting like an adult. There was no need to call Acuna out over something that happened over a month ago. I'm glad you brought that up. I mentioned that in my video yesterday. It's one of those things that I didn't like that he did it, but it's like, okay, whatever. It's like one of those, okay, you did it, so it is what it is. Because he was harsh, man. I mean, what Acuna did was wrong and foolish and selfish, but at the same time, man, I mean, that's your teammate, yo. You can't, I just felt like him calling him out was a bit much, especially Acuna has responded since then. Acuna has been great. And like Freddie out there just not hitting nothing. He's swinging at air, man. And I felt like he cost us yesterday when Acuna was on third with one out. Ozzie got out, but at least Ozzie hit the ball hard. It's just unfortunate where the ball went. you gotta at least make contact, hit the ball a soft ground to the right side or something. And I was very disappointed that he swung and missed. If you gonna talk about your teammates, man, you gotta back it up, man. So he need to come through tomorrow for this season. Gonna keep going, yo. What's up, JJ Thriller, man? Appreciate Triller, my bad. Appreciate you tuning into the live. Cowboys sweeping the division. Cry, Eagles cry. Y'all better worry about the Jets Sunday and don't lose 3 in a row before you worried about us, yo. The Jets ain't no gimme. Let me tell you that. With Darnold out there and that defense, there ain't no easy win for y'all with Darnold back, yo. Do you believe the Eagles will be on a long winning streak after losses in the beginning of the schedule? Fly, Eagles, fly. It's possible. It's tough. The Vikings, it's a very tough game. Dallas not gonna be easy. Dallas gonna be tough too. And Buffalo, I think we're a better team, but they play good defense and they at home, and it's probably gonna be cold. Well, we used to the cold, so I can't really use that excuse. But I think we could win these. We could win these games, man. Like people be saying, all the Eagles playing a tough team, some really good teams. I'm like, yo, we a good tough team also. So it go both ways. But I think we got a chance definitely to go on a long winning streak, yo. What's up, Louisiana Banks, man? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Freddie looked awful all series. Yes, he has, man. That's why tomorrow he better get it done tomorrow. He the guy that I'm looking at that has to be the difference maker tomorrow. I'm not looking at, now obviously I want everybody to play well, but I'm not looking at Acuna, I'm not looking at Ozzie, I'm not looking at Donaldson, Markakis, Swanson, Duvall, Joyce, and whoever else pinch hits out there. Freeman is the guy that I'm looking at. I need at least two to three hits out of him tomorrow, yo, to make up for how awful he's been in this series. What's up, Lenny D? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Have you ever heard of Lord Brunson? I have, yo. I follow him. He's great, man. Shout out to him too. He actually, like last year for a couple of my Eagle playoff videos, he actually checked them out, yo, and actually had shouted me out and told me he liked my channel. So I greatly appreciate him for that, man. And he's great, man. Out of all the other Eagles YouTuber, he's my favorite, yo. Now, obviously, everybody know EDP, but EDP pretty much is for entertainment purposes. But like just strictly talking Eagles, man, like Lord Brunson is great, man. Eagles fans, if y'all like my fellow Eagle fans, I appreciate y'all following, man, and tuning in. But hey, if y'all want some more Eagle content, man, Lord Brunson, like give him a subscribe too, man. He's big time, yo. I love his channel. I love his consistency. And he's great, yo. Like, yeah, he's good at this, yo. You should have your own sports talk show on WWL TV down there. Hey, thank you, man. I'm humbled by that, man. I greatly appreciate that, yo. Hopefully one day, man. Hopefully one day, man. The good Lord bless me with that, man. Definitely. Hopefully one day. Go Falcons. Falcons not looking too hot right now, my friend. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. What's up? I got it made 100. Appreciate you tuning into the live. What's up, Mr. Dugas? Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's go, Braves. Yes, I greatly appreciate. I agree, man. Eagles 2-game winning streak. Look like we coming on tied for the division lead. And it's a huge game for the Braves tomorrow, man. I'm nervous, but I do believe we could get it done. But I am nervous, though. Jets out there making Orlando Scandry look like prime time. Hey, that's a good one, man. That's a good one, JJ Thriller. Daddy, he did look like. When I seen that play, I'm not gonna even lie to you, yo. When I seen that play, cause I don't think Orlando Scandrick is good, man. He good. He ain't that good, man. I ain't even gonna front. And for him to make a play like that, to strip the ball and high step up down the sideline, that was funny, man. That was pretty funny. That go to show you how bad the Jets are without Sam Darnold. So you don't worry, your players ain't gonna look like prime time this week because Sam Darnold out there, man. But that was a good one, man. That made me laugh, yo. Chop on, yes, man. We got to get it done tomorrow, yo. As A's and O's fans here, chop on. That's right. A's having a good. A's did good this year, yo. They just got to get over that wild card hump. What you think about the NFC West 49ers fan, by the way? That's what's up. 49ers looking good right now, man. They looking great, especially defensively, yo. Richard Sherman is reborn and he's back there talking trash to people. So you know he back to his normal self. That defensive line, Nick Bosa and those guys getting after the quarterback. They running the ball with Breida and they got Tevin Coleman back. George Kittle is a very, very good tight end, and Jimmy G is solid. They got a chance, obviously to win the division. It's tough, with the Rams and the Seahawks. That's a big, big game. I want to see how the 49ers do against the Rams Sunday. Because the Rams are starting to reel a little bit. And it's a perfect time for the 49ers to go in there and knock them off, yo. The only thing I worry about with the 49ers right now is their wide receivers. Whenever if they fall behind in the game when they can't really run the ball and they gotta throw it, do they and people try to take Kittle away? Do they have enough receivers on the outside to make plays to beat man coverage consistently? That's the one problem I have with the 49ers right now. Against the Rams, especially against the Rams. I know the Rams ain't playing great, but they still got the most overall collective talent. But it's a big game for the Niners Sunday though. I believe they got a shot. They 4-0. They got a shot. I think for them, man, if they want to win this, division, they got to go and make a statement against the Rams on Sunday. I believe they have to make that statement Sunday to show everybody that they for real. But I do worry about their wide receiving core a little bit. But everything else is A1 solid for them, though. I'm done with Dan Quinn. Matt Ryan is not the problem at all. Yeah, man, Dan, it's looking tough for Dan Quinn, man. Especially when you consider the fact that I did see in the offseason that he was just really high on Vic Beasley when a lot of people didn't want to give Vic Beasley, the money that he got. And he took over as the D coordinator, and they just gave up 53 points, man. Yeah, it's looking real bad for Dan Quinn in Atlanta right now. He looking like he on the hot seat. All laugh aside, I just want a good race to the second to last game for the Boys and Eagles to be the biggest game of the NFL season. Yeah, that would be something, man. If that would determine the division basically. It would be cool if that's like the NFC East championship game. Especially week 16, the second to last season. It would be, if not the game, one of the games of the year. We gotta look out from one another, help each other grow for our as a fan base of the Eagles community. I agree, yo. I definitely agree, man. We do gotta look out for each other. Fans, fellow YouTubers, we all gotta support each other and look out for each other. I definitely agree with that, yo. The Browns are overrated, like I predicted. Don't know why people had them going to the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl. Yeah, they looking pretty overrated. I did have them honestly winning the division in my AFC North prediction video, just because of the talent they had. But it goes to show you gotta have camaraderie. You gotta be able to play together, and regardless of how much people. It's not like it's LSU or Alabama versus like Tennessee Tech, where you could just roll out there and beat a team 50-0 because you got players. In the NFL, you got to play. All these players are millionaires. All these players have families. All these players were drafted or at least they undrafted, made themselves on the team. So you got to go out there and play. And you're right. They've been a big disappointment. You still satisfied with that beating over Georgia? I am, I really am. It would be nice to get another shot at them this year, though. I honestly, right now, I think y'all will win the NFC West because the Rams are looking garbage right now. This division right now, in my opinion, is 49ers versus Seahawks. I mean, the Rams aren't looking great, but I can't really count them out yet. I mean, the Seahawks game, Zerline missed the kick he always makes. So I can't really get on him too much for losing that game. He missed a kick he makes like 90% of the time. And if he make that, You know, they beat Seattle and they 4-1. The Tampa Bay game was just crazy. Like every year, like almost every team just get a game like that where they lose a game and you just kind of scratch your head. And I think that was their game like that. So I don't count the Rams out yet, but I mean the 49ers are looking good, and I think that's a big. If they could beat the Rams Sunday, yo, they may sway me a little bit though. I ain't gonna lie. LSU is totally going 10-2, losing to Mississippi State. Yeah, okay. I remember ESPN FPI with that one, yo. But we gonna see. I doubt it, obviously. Will Braves win? What's up, Abel Torres? Appreciate you tuning into the live. Will Braves win Game 5? I say yes. I see the Braves win, but I honestly, as a diehard Braves fan, I am completely nervous about this game. I'm not comfortable at all. I won't feel better until we go up a couple of runs, yo. They're surely not making plays make Jimmy G look bad. You right, Duga. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I think like if the 40 like next year, I think the first round pick they should take like the highest rated wide receiver. If they could get now, they got some good young talent. You know, Debo Samuel, Dante Pettis. You know, those some good young wide receivers. But I don't think they could be consistent enough to beat man coverage and make plays. So yeah, if that's the only thing I worry about with them, yo. If they could have that, I think they have a better chance than anybody in that division. If Dak throws under 150 and gets the W, y'all call him trash. But if Wentz throws under 160 back to back, he's elite. Y'all tripping. Like I'm gonna use the phrase y'all use on me. Y'all like to tell me when people that like to try to tell me Dak is better than Wentz, what they tell me? They say he wins games. Even though it's a team effort, he wins games. So I'm going to throw that back in y'all face. Those 2 games that Wentz didn't throw for a lot of yards, but we ran the ball and played great defense against the Jets, he won both those games. Dak lost those last 2 games. So, hey, what you want me to do? If Cardinals beat us, I have them winning the World Series. I don't know, man. I would pull for the Nationals, but I think the Astros are the favorites though, yo. I think they would be the favorites if ever. I don't think the Cardinals would beat the Nationals or the Dodgers, honestly. I mean, but we'll see. You know, I didn't think they would take us to 5 neither, so you know, we'll see. It's a 3-way race in the NFC West. I hope the 49ers handle business. Hey, they in the driver's seat right now, yo. And like I said, that's a big game with the Rams Sunday, yo. I want to see how they match up against a Rams team that definitely needs a win this week, yo. What's up, Gator Champs 2020? Bet, appreciate you tuning into the live. What should the Eagles do with Nelson Aguilar? After this year, I think he gone, yo. He making $9 million. Obviously, he gonna, you know, probably want more than that in his annual salary. You know, we roll with him the rest of the year. Obviously, we throw it to him whenever, you know, he's open. I love when we got Alshon and Deshaun out there because he's not a main point of the offense. He hasn't even been the last 2 weeks since Alshon been back. But I definitely think that he's a good slot receiver. It's just the problem with him, we can't rely on him too much. If he's just a guy like a 3rd or 4th read on a play, then we good. If like Ertz, Jeffrey, and Deshaun are like ahead of him, he'll be good. But if like when all those guys are banged up and they double teaming Ertz and we gotta depend on him, then you know it could get tough, yo. LSU averages 54 points a game. UF has given up 57 all year. Hey, now granted, I don't think LSU score 50 this week. Like I don't think we do that. You know, and I do think Florida gonna make it tough on LSU a little bit, but you know, I think LSU move the ball more than you know people think they will. This LSU offense is real legit. I understand Florida's defense is real legit, but you know, LSU can move the ball, man. I've seen Miami move the ball a little bit on Florida, yo. I seen Kentucky move the ball a little bit on Florida. It's just But it's gonna be a great game, man. Florida's a good team. I just think, it's a great matchup though, and we'll see what happens. Should Rasul Douglas be a permanent starter with how he's been playing this year? Yes, at least this season, yo. The thing about Rasul Douglas, like I tell people, is that he's limited because he's slow. Like he can't run the field. If you get him matched up with a fast receiver and he got to run and chase him, he cooked. He barbecue toast, yo. But if you could give Douglas help over the top, and if you could just ask him to play zone or ask him to jam the receiver, but like I said, he got help over the top or like in the red zone area, he's very good. Like, and not only that, Douglas has good ball skills. When we drafted him, he his last year at West Virginia, he led the nation in interceptions. So and you see with the Eagles, he don't drop in, unlike Ronald Darby, he don't drop interceptions when the ball gets thrown to him. So I like him, man. If we just keep help over the top for him, I think he could be really good. Crazy matchup for Saturday. Should be fun to watch. Yeah, it definitely should be. And like you said, especially with LSU's offense versus Florida's defense, definitely with LSU's wide receivers versus that really tough Florida secondary. That should be real, real fun. I hope our Tigers defense show up Saturday night. I think we will, yo. I think we will. I love the way, granted, it's Utah State. They ain't a Power 5 team, but they do have an explosive offense. I like the way we played defensively against them. Dave Aranda, I know he's been in the lab trying to work on things. I was told in the live, Rashard Lawrence, Glenn Logan, and I forgot who else it was. And my Divinity are all back practicing. So that should help. So I'm really looking forward to this game, and I do think the defense will, show up and play better. LSU hasn't played a defense better than 100 in the nation, but Florida hasn't faced a offense better than 80. Yeah, you're right. This is definitely, like I said, this is definitely the biggest test LSU offense has had so far. But I also believe this is the biggest test Florida's defense has had so far. So something gotta give, yo. Something gotta give. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. LSU went from being a very defensive team with the worst offense in the SEC all the way to being Oklahoma, the SEC. I mean, I won't quite say Oklahoma. I mean, our defense ain't that bad. Like, our offense may not be that prolific, but our defense ain't that bad, yo. But I see what you're saying though. Burrow has definitely improved with grade LSU versus Florida as one of the top 5 rivals in the SEC. Yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, I think LSU versus Florida in football is a very underrated rivalry. This is a real rivalry, yo. LSU and Florida players don't like each other, man. It's been some bad blood for a while, man. And I agree, yo. With Joe Brady, Burrow definitely has improved. He's turned himself into an NFL quarterback, yo. Roll tide, chop on. I agree with you with the chop on part, yo. But all right, everybody, man. Let me roll. Gotta go 10-10 to some things, yo. Like I said, I greatly appreciate everybody tuning into the live, man. I love doing this every Tuesday. It's fun. I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. And I'm gonna just try to keep everything going, man. Y'all just continue to watch the videos this week. It's a chance, I'm not 100% sure, but it's a chance that I might actually go to that LSU Florida game on Saturday, yo. So if I do, I'll try to post up out there, and I may try to go live from Dead Valley and just post some videos, man, to kind of, let the people who didn't get a chance to go see how it is. But yeah, man, I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in, yo. I'm gonna just check out these last few real quick. Hope we not enemies November night. We'll be for just a couple of hours, but then after that, we'll be good. We'll be good friends again. But changing to the spread took away time to work on a tough nose D for LSU. Yeah, that's true. You know, that's been a big topic of discussion down here is that, you know, as we are offensively and the pace we play, it do take away from the defense. But defense gonna have to pick it up because we can't change this offense. It's been good. Appreciate you. Good job, man. Keep it up. Hey, I greatly appreciate y'all support, man. Greatly do. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to put out some more videos the rest of the week, man. I'm gonna try to, if I do go to LSU Saturday, I'll try to go live for everyone. But until then, man, y'all have a blessed one, yo.